What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 229 of the Traffic and Funnel Show. Today, we actually have another exclusive clip from one of our sales meetings where Anthony, who's one of our advisors here at Traffic and Funnels, shared a training based on a book called The Alter Ego Effect by Todd Herman. And it's definitely worth a read if you haven't checked it out. But this book has been a favorite within our team over the past few months and actually uses the power of secret identities to transform your life. So I know you're going to get a lot out of this training today, so be sure to take some notes. But speaking of transforming your life, we actually have our elite gathering happening next week, and it's right here in Nashville, where right at 100 of our top performing clients will be soaking up everything we have to offer, from Taylor and Chris to the rest of the Traffic and Funnels team. So if you're not already feeling serious FOMO from not being able to be here, we actually have a virtual pass that you can check out this time. And we also record every event that we do. And for the first time, you can actually grab them all right on our website at trafficandfunnels.com. So if you head over there to the product directory, you can see all the past events where you can download videos and get the whole event recording pack right there on the website. So be sure to check that out and be a part of what's happening here at TF. But without further ado, here's today's episode with Anthony Aramini sharing a training on the alter ego effect.
You're listening to the Traffic and Funnels Show.
There are several different fields of play in your life. Career, traffic and funnels is just one of them. Agreed? Yeah. Right. We have relationships, marriages, we have kids, we have hobbies, we have our health. The biggest mistake we'll make, though, is we show up with the same alter ego in every area of our life. How we show up at Traffic and Funnels is how we show up at home, and vice versa, right? Like if you're showing up the way you are at Traffic and Funnels and you are at the gym, you're just not going to get what you need. So can we all agree that we have different alter egos for areas of our life?
Yes.
Yeah. How many of us actually remember when we were a kid, we were inspired by a very specific type of person, whether it was like Tony Robbins, or whether it was a superhero, or whether Ghostbusters, or a hip hop artist, or someone, right? Show of hands. Yeah. How many of us actually align ourselves and how we show up with attributes of that person today?
Probably not. No.
Mission critical. You think about Kobe Bryant, the way he shows up on the field versus the way he shows up at home. He came up with the Black Mamba, right? Black Mamba is a state of mind. It's a way of life. As soon as he hits the field, boom, he busts into his alter ego. So to find your alter ego, which is mission critical to do, first thing you want to start with is characteristics of a person or three that most inspire you. For me, there is three. Tony Robbins, hence my energy. Don Draper, hence my cadence on calls. And Bobby Axelrod, hence my confidence. So when I'm thinking of these three people, and as you're thinking of your one person or two or three people, what you want to find is 10 specific attributes. So I think about Tony Robbins, I think of power, I think of tonality, I think of empathy, I think of love, I think of clarity. When I think of Don Draper, I'm not thinking about alcoholic, I'm not thinking about cheats on his wife, I'm thinking about tonality, I'm thinking about cadence, I'm thinking about being detached, man on a mission, masculine, attractive, right? So on and so forth. And so if you want to list your 10 attributes, get them into a Google Doc, list them out. And then you need to define how you will demonstrate those attributes. So if Tony Robbins feels power, right, just call it out. How can you show power today? If Don Draper has influence, someone call out, how can we demonstrate influence?
Reframe how people think.
Yeah, moving people in a better direction.
Yeah, 100%. So really good exercise for you to go through. But next, you want to think about becoming that person. And this is where the real fun starts. How many of us remember conversations I've had with Jake? As soon as you go home, or Josh, change your clothes. Have a specific type of clothing you put on before you get into work. Basketball players put on basketball jerseys. They're not wearing costumes. They're in uniform. They're wearing their ego, their alter ego. So mine is my glasses. You ever see me with my glasses, know that something is wrong. Blue blocking glasses. I love wearing shoes like these, right? I love the hype. So become that person. Find things that you can wear. Think about Devin. She's got purple hair. She's always in her alter ego. And then lastly, change your alter ego. Soon as I get home, my glasses come off. I change my shirt. I put on a sweater. And I become a dad. When it's date night, I become a husband. So helpful to define alter egos for every field of play in your life. Josh, true or false? I'm at the gym. Don't talk to me. Let's get to work. Right? Taylor's being fun and playful and sarcastic. Don't talk to me. I'm at work. You get in that zone and you will feel someone that's not the same person here at the office.
Thanks for listening. For more from Chris and Taylor, visit trafficandfunnels.com and get a free gift just for being a subscriber. That's trafficandfunnels.com.